Good morning to each of you, fellow debaters, members of the audience, and all honorable educators. South Africa faced this problem when its apartheid came to an end, whose history should be taught, what stories should be told after the Rwanda genocide, how should the 30 years of Indonesian history be taught to the future generations after the fall of the new order. This is how the government responded. They start teaching history from below, people's history. However, simple solutions to complicated problems will not solve it. It will only provide us with false wisdom. Instead of curing its post-conflict state, it may even kill society altogether. I want to make sure that our understanding of what the government intends is absolutely clear. They have put forward a motion of bottom-up historiography instead of top-down. This is not balance but substitution. The opposition does not object to teaching bottom-up history. On the contrary, we think it is an important subject to teach. Our objection is to the suppression of top-down history, especially in post-conflict societies. My argument is that in the post-conflict societies, the top-down approach to historical scholarship constitutes the basis for accountability and prevention of future conflict. What characterizes post-conflict societies is the colonial authorities economic exploitation. Such are not vague concepts. Rather, they refer to decisions being as, for example, the Nuremberg trial did not examine the suffering of the people. Instead, they examined who was responsible for the decisions to cause such sufferings. This process in Rwanda saw nearly guilty. They named the guilty parties and charged teams of their command and institutional responsibility. Why? Because attributing responsibility is essential to any attempt at bringing about justice. Textbooks on post-conflict societies cannot simply talk about sufferings of all communities and strength of ordinary people. Such an approach means that people would learn of the atrocities, but not nothing more. People who understand suffering but causes cannot do anything to prevent future conflicts. People who understand reform isn't about hagiography. It is about analyzing the structures of power that must never again be permitted to function that way. Your Honor, no government will suggest that the answer to this problem is not banning the methodology altogether, but improving our educational system. Top-down history that highlights failure by leaders and atrocities committed by institutions is anything but horrifying. Honorable educators, post-conflict countries require history that promotes healing, faces blame where it is due, and tells us these things cannot be achieved in one itself. We take pride in being the opposition,